Let's just dive right into this explainer, shall we? Today, we're talking about how to stop sitting around waiting for that one big break and instead start building your ideal life literally right now. We spend so much of our time looking ahead, just imagining this magical day when everything finally clicks into place. But what if the secret to that ideal future isn't about reaching some distant destination at all? What if it's 100% about the person you're choosing to be in this exact moment? We're going to break down some seriously fascinating insights today on how to bridge that gap between where you are right now and where you actually want to be. Now, what's really interesting here is how this completely shatters a massive cultural myth. We're all kind of conditioned to believe that life will automatically get better the second we achieve a sudden burst of success, right? We think, man, if I just earn a little more money, get that promotion, or finally hit that massive goal, then I'll be happy. But the reality? It's completely backward. Success isn't this future event that just magically arrives to fix your life. Lasting success starts way before the tangible achievements ever show up. Your future isn't created by one cinematic movie moment, it's entirely shaped by the person you become every single day. If you want that better future, you've got to start living with the mindset, the character, and the habits of your best self today, right now. So, the absolutely crucial point here is understanding the actual psychological mechanics behind how our destiny is shaped. It's so easy to think of destiny as this grand, sweeping narrative written in the stars. But the source material we're digging into today breaks it down into something way more tangible. It's essentially a chain reaction. Think about it like a tiny seed growing into a massive redwood tree over decades. Small, daily actions, when you repeat them consistently, create absolutely extraordinary results over time. Success is rarely the outcome of one lucky break. Honestly, it's the quiet and often totally unglamorous result of countless, tiny, meaningful decisions that compound day after day. Let's walk through how this chain reaction actually plays out in real life. It all starts right at the top, with your thoughts. And those thoughts don't just sit there doing nothing. They directly trigger your emotions. Then, how you feel, whether you're feeling totally empowered or completely defeated, heavily influences the actual decisions you make every single day. Ultimately, it's those cumulative decisions that lock in your destiny. It's like a domino effect. When you actively choose positive, disciplined, and purposeful thinking right at the very beginning of the chain, you naturally just start making wiser choices down the line. You don't have to force a good destiny. You just have to manage the thoughts that kick off the whole shebang. But listen, building this chain reaction requires a seriously resilient mindset. Passive waiting is a total trap. You know what I mean, waiting for confidence to just suddenly appear out of thin air, or holding out for the perfect weather before you make a move. The alternative? Active courage. Instead of waiting for the stars to perfectly align, you act with courage and make the absolute best use of right now. Think about it this way. Every difficult situation or annoying challenge you face isn't some giant roadblock designed to stop you. It's actually a real-time opportunity to level up your patience, your wisdom, and your self-control. Difficult situations absolutely do not define you. They just reveal the true strength of your character. And speaking of traps, it is so incredibly easy to look sideways at what everyone else is doing. We all do it, scrolling through our feeds, comparing our messy, behind-the-scenes struggles to someone else's polished highlight reel. But when we stop obsessing over perfect external circumstances, we realize something so freeing. We really shouldn't be comparing ourselves to others at all. Your greatest, and honestly, your only true competition is the person you were yesterday. When you shift your focus to continuous, quiet self-improvement, instead of constantly checking to see who's ahead of you, you finally take control of your own progress. Because personal growth, it's a lifelong journey, guys, not some final destination you just arrive at and clock out. So how do you actually win against the person you were yesterday? You have to actively cultivate specific traits. It's just not enough to vaguely say, I want to be better. You need concrete targets. Strive every single day to be a little kinder to the people around you. Push yourself to be a bit more disciplined when you'd frankly rather just be lazy. Demand of yourself to be more honest, both with others and, let's be real, with yourself. Fight to be more focused on your tasks and deeply, genuinely more grateful for what you already have. These aren't just nice, fluffy buzzwords. They are daily, actionable, unyielding targets for building your character. And all those daily traits, they're anchored by some rock-solid core values: integrity, humility, compassion, and responsibility. The ultimate test of living as your future self is actually practicing these values in your relationships and your work, especially when absolutely no one is watching and you have literally nothing to gain. Our source material points out something really profound here. True success isn't just measured by wealth, follower counts, or status symbols. It's measured by the peace, the deep sense of purpose, and the positive impact you bring into the lives of the people around you. But to even become capable of this kind of massive growth and to truly embody those core values, we've got to do some serious mental spring cleaning. We have to identify and intentionally drop the heavy emotional baggage that's holding us back from our true potential. Because let's face it, you simply cannot step into your best future self if you're still dragging the heavy, exhausted emotional suitcases of your past along with you. Let's look exactly at what needs to get tossed out. We've got to actively drop the burdens of fear, that paralyzing self-doubt, any lingering resentment, and toxic negative thinking. These are basically anchors preventing you from becoming the person you're truly capable of being. You have to actively swap them out for gratitude, optimism, self-belief, and a genuine hardcore willingness to learn from every single experience. And when you make this intentional shift, something truly magical happens. Every single mistake transforms into a valuable lesson rather than a lingering regret, all because you're consciously choosing growth over dwelling on the past. Now, living as your future self also requires immense balance. You've got to treat your mind, your body, and your spirit as equally vital components of your daily life. It is literally impossible to neglect one and expect the other two to just carry you across the finish line to success. This means maintaining healthy physical habits to fuel your body, managing your time wisely to protect your mental energy and sanity, and carving out quiet, reflective time to nourish your spirit. It's a holistic, full system maintenance routine, and it requires your attention every single day. To keep yourself on track with all of this, try making it a daily habit to just pause each evening, look in the mirror, and seriously ask yourself this one daily audit question. Did my choices today bring me closer to the person I want to become? It's a simple yes or no, and here is the truly beautiful, reassuring part about this. If the answer is no, you don't need to spiral into self-doubt or beat yourself up. Tomorrow is simply another fresh opportunity, a completely blank slate to step up and make better choices. Let's wrap up with this final, really provocative thought directly from our source material to tie this whole thing together. Don't wait for a better future to change your life. Become the person your future requires today. Your habits shape your character shapes your destiny, and your destiny begins with the choices you make right now. I absolutely love that. Your future self isn't just waiting around for you far ahead at some distant magical finish line. That future self is being built right now, brick by the choices you make today. So, what will you choose to do next?